What's going on, Tar Heels? Alan here. I got Jeff. I have Tori. North Carolina is officially one and done in the NCAA tournament, losing to VCU 82-78 in overtime. How we feeling?
Wah, wah, wah.
I said earlier. I said earlier when we first got on here before we kicked it off that I've gotten really good over the last few years of letting things roll off my back and the losses and things like that. This one makes my damn stomach hurt. I mean, when it ended, I didn't even flip the Matcast and watch the NCAA Wrestling Championships. I just sat in the dark in the basement. This one makes my stomach hurt. We are at a sad point at this point in Carolina basketball.
And what makes it more sad is that I'm not surprised.
I'm not either. I'm not either.
Surprised. I almost expected this to happen a little bit, but we came out, man. We came out and then we started out getting good looks and just not making them. And then we got it going. But you knew they were going to, Tori, you and I were saying it a few minutes ago. We knew they were going to make a run. Yeah.
It was just a matter of, could we stop it? And
could we hold off?
No.
To the end.
And we couldn't. And there are reasons for that. I mean, how do you the guys look gassed at the end. The guys, especially Henry, he gave everything. You can say a lot of things and you can point a lot of fingers, I think, around how things went. The season as a whole. This game was just a microcosm of kind of things, but you can't point a finger at Henry. I mean, he missed the free throw. Yeah, he missed the free throw there at the end. I'm surprised he even got it up there, because he was so daggone tired. You could see it. You could see how tired he was.
And he almost made it.
And he almost got the ball to go in the basket as soon as he, and I was telling y'all this too, as soon as that shot didn't go in, I was like, oh crap. He's got to hit two free throws to tie this thing. And the first one was short out of his hand immediately. Even the announcer was like, short. And then how do the coaches not tell him hey, he's got to miss it. If you miss the first one, he's going to miss the second one on purpose. How does somebody not say, hey, dude, rim? At least remember to hit the rim.
Somebody should have said that.
You got to cover. I mean, that's the thing.
Coaches.
But again, it shouldn't have come down to that. And
I mean, let's be honest. Yeah,
it shouldn't have come down.
It shouldn't have come down to that.
There's no way it should have come down to that.
With 4 minutes and 13 seconds left. 19 with 4 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in the game, and North Carolina finds a way to lose. North Carolina finds a way to lose the lead and have it get into overtime just to score. What did they score? 3 points.
Yeah, 3 points.
Tied at 7.
It was tied at. Yeah, it was tied at 75 in overtime.
Yeah, they got 7
points
for 3 in overtime. Yep,
3 points.
They didn't have a field goal in overtime.
Nope.
All their points came from the line.
Oh yeah, I mean we were just missing again. They were tired, man. Everything was getting every shot was being missed. They were tired, and that goes back to the strategy of substitutions in the second half. I don't know, man.
Like I said earlier, usually Visar, he comes out. He's one of the first people that's out of the game to rest, and he didn't get to do that, and that's a no-no. That's a no-no. You're asking for failure at the end of the game.
You have to rest your guys. I don't care how big the game is. They need some rest. Unless it's like the championship and you leaving it all out there, but still, like you need to follow your game plan that got you there, and you went away from it and you paid for it.
Yeah. It doesn't help that VCU shot 70% from the 3-point line, 7 of 10 in the second half from behind the arc. I don't know what the deal there was, but and you hear all these announcers talking about one bad half and it's over. One stretch of a game and your season's over. And what is North Carolina has been notorious for this all season, having 3, 4, 5-minute stretches without a bucket. Well, that didn't happen in the first half, and it didn't happen for the majority of the second half. But when it did happen, it eventually led to the end.
Yeah.
So where does North Carolina go from here? What if?
Well, let me say this again real quick, and because this stat was put out there on social media by Brian Ives, who
Stat Broadcast is officially a no-go tonight because it's for credentialed media only.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. They do that. They do that for the NCAA tournament where it gets NCAA credential only, and you have to have password to it. Brian Ives on Twitter put out. He works with ESPN, doing statistic stuff. Carolina is now 48-2 in the NCAA tournament when leading by at least 10 at halftime. Does anybody want to tonight? Obviously, is one of those. Anybody want to guess what the other one is?
Tori was at my house for this one.
Hint. It's on Davis's watch too. It's the national championship game where we blew the
15 at halftime.
The 15-point lead at halftime, the largest blown halftime lead in the title game.
And this is the largest blown lead in the second half in the NCAA game.
First round. I think it's first round.
In the first round. First round.
I think the qualification was out. Either way, we're setting records. We're setting records for the wrong dang things. And
yep, I agree.
I will go on record. I put it out on social media. And I'll say it here too. I really, really hope that was the last game. That's the last game I have to watch Coach Davis, Hubert coach at Carolina. But I don't have any faith that it really will be. I don't think I don't have faith that the administration is going to make the change yet that needs to be made. And that gets us in a very, very dangerous territory. The standard is already slipping.
Right. I mean, Jamal Mashburn, at the end of the game, when watching the game, after the end of the game, he said even if Caleb Wilson was in the game, it still wouldn't have mattered because we had so many fallacies and mistakes that we made down the stretch. Mistake after mistake after mistake. So he didn't believe Caleb Wilson was going to make a difference. And that's sad.
I heard that. And
I don't know about that.
Me personally, Tori, I thought as soon as he said that, my wife Ashley was sitting right beside me on the couch. I was like, I wasn't even looking at her. I heard him say that, and I looked at TV. I was like, dude, you're a retard. You're an idiot. This is a top 3. Maybe top 3. Well, definitely top 5 NBA lottery draft pick this season. And you're saying that if Caleb Wilson was in this game, that it wouldn't matter. He would have made no difference. I'm going to push back on that 100% because if Caleb Wilson's on the floor, this isn't a game, period.
No.
I mean, it wasn't a game without Caleb until North Carolina just completely fell off the rails. And Jeff, you're 100% right. I don't think I think you let Hubert ride back, say his goodbyes. One of your star recruits, and I can't remember his name, apparently suffered a pretty terrible leg injury. What is his name? What's his name, Jeff? Coming in next year.
I missed that. That's Mingo. Is it Mingo?
Mingo.
I missed that. I didn't realize. When did that happen?
I really hope that wasn't satire that I read.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
They got a lot of satire on here, man.
Yeah, that's the thing you got to watch, but I haven't seen that, so yeah, I don't see anything on that, so that might have been a.
Oh, there's Nathan. There he
is. Oh my gosh! I've seen a ghost. What the
Maximo
heck?
Adams.
Sorry, it's Adams. Okay, it's Adams. It's Adams. I did see that. Now that you say that, I remember seeing that.
So,
well, yeah. I mean,
so for me personally, I the standard at North Carolina is the standard. Okay, there's no way that you can bring in a coach and lower those standards. That coach has to live up to those standards, or he packs his stuff and gets out of town. I don't care who he is.
Okay.
A la Mr. Jon Scheyer.
I mean, I dislike Duke. I can't stand him. And I thought Siena was going to win. And I thought that coach for Siena was an idiot. He played his 5 starters the entire damn game, and they didn't have a breather, and they couldn't even run up and down the court the last 4 minutes of the game. And they could have won it maybe if they had a half a breath. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Duke has.
It's always them white boys in the tournament, man. They just shoot threes like crazy.
I'm telling you. And as soon as I saw, well, that's a different story. Anyway, Duke has continued their success. I mean, they've lost less than 10 games since Scheyer has become the head coach.
Well,
maybe
no,
they have not won
that's
a championship.
True. That's true. But I mean, again, I mean, I don't want to harp on them too long. But I mean, you can, for all the things you say, for all the things people say about them. Okay, great. You got the 2 top rookies in the NBA this year, and you couldn't win a championship with them last year. So, I mean, they were in the conversation. Okay, Carolina, the standard is we should be in the damn conversation every year.
And I mean,
that's the way it should still be, and we're not now. And it is time. I said it again. Nathan didn't hear me say it, so I'll say it again because Nathan's not on Twitter. I said tonight, I hope this is the last time I see Hubert Davis coach at Carolina.
No. The people in the Castle of Decay. What they don't know is I still like keep up with like the Hill Brothers Twitter. I'm still on there. I still scroll. So I see all the rants, and I'm just like, yeah. I'm excited over there. So, but I just keep quiet.
Okay. So, yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I have watched a collection of about. Let's see. Today was March Madness, and we played the tournament, and I watched probably the good bit of the second half. So, I have watched since the last live stream, the last watch party. I think I've watched a collective amount of maybe about 45 minutes to an hour of North Carolina basketball. Honestly, I checked out. I really did. This tonight is just it's the totality of why I checked out. Because man, I tell you, Hubert Davis, this guy, we had the pleasure of being able to chit chat with him at the tip off this year. Awesome dude. Got to joke around with him a little bit. Enjoyed that. Had a good time doing that. But awesome guy. But this ain't it, man. He's just not the guy. And the problem is, dude, is that Caleb Wilson. I've already saw this come in, and people are talking about it. But like, hey, Caleb Wilson, yes, he was not there. Hey, I have a cat that just jumped up here. Hello, she wants to be a part of the video today.
Nice.
Hi, she's having a good time. Yeah, I'm telling you, she's still on the show, bro. But anyway, but like the same issues under Hubert consistently keep showing up. It doesn't change. It's the same ones, whether Caleb's on the court or not. Caleb is such a great talent, and I pray that even though I don't want to see him leave North Carolina, I think he should, because two things. He just had two really big injuries that cost him time and ultimately cost him a season, or to be able to finish a season.
You got to go make your money. You got to go make your money before something else happens.
Yes,
he did what he wanted to do.
Are going to be
his jersey's in
seeing
the
that.
rafters.
Right, like, and he gets his jersey in the rafters and everything that he's done. So, like, Caleb is such a great talent that he was able to mask a ton of stuff, but there was some things that he wasn't able to mask.
Well,
and the team ultimately just faltered, and we saw that even with him on the court at times.
Well, I was going to say, look at the losses we had with. He's not a cure-all. I mean, as great a player as he was, he's not a cure-all. He's not a cure-all because we still. You got the SMU, you got the Cal, you got the Stanford, you got the Miami. I mean, we lost games we shouldn't have lost with him on the court too. Mm-hmm. So,
and struggled in games that we probably shouldn't have struggled in.
Right. So, I mean, it's, he wasn't he wasn't a cure-all as much as big of a part of the team as he was and part of our success as he was. Who knows? Who knows?
But we would have won this game. I think on the court.
I mean,
I believe
we would have absolutely won this game.
For as much as I could say that with any kind of, as much as I can say that, I feel like we would have. But
and also, by the way, getting blitzed by NC State, just toss that in there as well throughout the season.
Well, I mean,
I mean that's the thing.
That sucked. Now that sucked. But I mean, then again, we also didn't have he or him.
Right. But like even the team coming out so flat, and not ready to play.
Yeah, I mean, no, they should have been ready to play at least. I mean, it should have been more of a fight than it was. Yeah,
absolutely. And the problem that I'm seeing with North Carolina basketball, and it's kind of funny. You see it with Carolina football, especially this past season. It was just like so often it seems that how much do we say this? And how much have we said this in the Hubert Davis tenure? That, man, Carolina always has to be that second. Oh, we're a second half team. We're a second half team. The last few seasons have been nothing but, holy cow, can we keep it to where we're not completely dead in the first half and completely down by 30 to come back in the second half, and all of a sudden a switch gets flipped.
Can we be down 10 or less in the first? In the second half,
here's where that hurts us so much, and we talked about this a ton, especially last season, but you see it again now this season as well. Yes, you have a star, but here was some gifts that was given to Carolina this year. Seth Trimble got hurt early. Okay, that allows you to be able to build your guards up. Hey, let's go. Kyan Evans, unfortunately, just seemingly was not the guy. And
the guard play this year was
they kept trying to force feed that, and it just never ended up panning out.
Well, Derek Dixon
had chances.
I don't agree with that pickup anyway.
Yeah,
the Kyan, you need to go get a true point guard, especially considering who you had at the position and everything else.
You can't have somebody that scores the ball off the ball and bring him into the University of North Carolina to be
the guy,
the ball handler when he's not when he was never the ball handler.
Right. And I think they tried to force feed him into that, and it just never worked.
And that ruined his confidence for the entire season. I mean, he went from shooting 40% from behind the arc with Colorado State to, I don't even know if he was in the 30s with UNC.
Right. And I can actually do a quick stat check on that right now. But sure enough, I mean, you got a guy. I mean, you have a team that you need to be able to get. And I'm gonna bring his name up in a second. I'm gonna make the point, and I'm gonna bring the guy's name up, and I'm gonna bring up his stats right now while I'm thinking about it as I make this point. So you've got a guy, or you got a team that you need to get guys in there and get them into rotations. That way they know how to play. That's what you see. You see teams all across the country doing that like crazy. Teams like Duke, teams like, I mean, think of the teams that are in the dance right now that are the favorites. They've got a full complete team. They have a team that has played well together, that has been able to be on the floor together, and coaches have trusted their guys at times to come in and contribute, and they're doing these kinds of things. North Carolina, at least under Hubert Davis, has had such an issue with that. They put themselves in these holes because a lot of times they're coming out not ready to play. Why that is, I don't know. I don't understand that. And it's not like, oh, we've had the same players for all this time. No. The core has changed a couple of times now. And the same issues are there. What is the constant? Point proven. One of the guys that North Carolina had on their squad last year, who came in, was supposed to be a lethal shooter, ultimately didn't get pan out, but he also never saw playing time either, was one name, Cade Tyson. He comes over from, what was it, American? I think it was.
Belmont.
Belmont. Thank you. Belmont comes over from Belmont. Hey, he's going to be the guy. But how does North Carolina start their season last year? Consistently down early, down big. Remember the Kansas game from last year? Had to work their way all the way back consistently all throughout the year. And he's never really able to get on the floor because Hubert Davis goes to guys that he knows have been on the floor. And he's going to try and let me iron five it. These are my five guys. They're going to bail me out because they've been on the court before. And it forces a guy like him to sit on the bench, not get rotation or time in the rotation. And his confidence comes down and down and down, because when he's in there, he only gets a couple of, maybe a minute to 2 minutes game time to be able to shine. And when you're
heaven
not familiar
forbid
with your
he
guys,
breaks one off the side of the backboard.
Right. And there you go. That happens. Cade Tyson, everybody thought, oh, this guy's a bum. He can't play at the power 4 level. This guy went out here this year, averaged 19.5 points a game, 5.4 rebounds, 2.5 assists, shot 50% from the field this year. For a
terrible.
Okay.
Terrible.
Who did he play for?
Playing for Minnesota.
So a power 4 school.
He did that for a power 4 school, playing in the Big Ten. The Big Ten that's actually fairly decent, to say the least. He goes out there and he does that 1 year after leaving North Carolina. Boom, just like that. I mean, having monster nights for Minnesota.
I mean, look at Tyler Nickel. He's on Vanderbilt.
Tyler Nickel. Now, Tyler, I don't know if he's going to keep that sucker around anyway. He just seems a little wishy-washy to begin with. But
Hubert Davis loved him.
I bet he did.
Supposedly.
But still, teams have to have time on the court to gel, not only in practice, but in real life game time.
Yeah.
And if you're constantly coming out and doing the same stuff constantly, and you're not putting in why in the world? You're up 20 or up 19 tonight. You don't sub in the second half at all?
Yeah.
At all? Except for once?
Huh,
who was it Powell?
Why don't we give Henry a break? Why don't we give Henry a break so he'll be all right down the stretch?
And Zayden had been playing better basketball. He had been coming along.
Isaiah Dennis, just a suggestion. He'll probably leave.
Oh, he's gone. Yeah, I don't even. Yeah,
he's leaving.
I would assume probably, but he was buried in the bench. He never even. Yeah, we didn't even saw him. Yeah,
but yeah, I'm tired of hearing the excuse of this whole Iron Five. Or Hubert Davis is a NBA guy. He's an NBA guy. NBA guys, the NBA, they don't have these big, massive roster, rotations on it. Yes, they do.
I like his face. Look at his face.
What? Yes, they do. They sub in and out almost every 2 or 3 minutes of the game.
Hey, I'm old enough to remember, because I lost $20 on it in 2015. The only time I ever bet in my life on an NBA Finals was 2015, and Sean Livingston came in off the bench for Golden State and lit me up. Come on, man.
NBA. I don't watch the NBA, and I remember that. I mean,
that's just
I know.
I don't
watch the NBA, and I remember
he's
that.
going to ride the guys that he knows. Like he's going to ride. He's going to ride the hot hand. Well, what happens if you don't have a hot hand because your hot hands are hot one day, one game, and cold the next? So If you get them on a cold game, they don't see a game for another 2 or 3 weeks because he wasn't good when they put him in there.
What has made the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Boston Celtics in the NBA so powerful over the last few years? The Denver Nuggets as well.
Rotations.
Look
at Derek White. Look at Derek White.
A guy that was lost in the shuffle. I mean, lost so bad, even his hair started doing funky things. And this dude came, and Peyton Pritchard. Look at little Peyton Pritchard. This white boy is going to get paid big time because he is just a bucket off the bench. The Celtics don't even have. They don't have Al Horford anymore. They don't have Kristaps Porzingis anymore. Tatum was gone all the way up until a couple of weeks ago. And they were the number 2 seed in the East. Number 2 seed in the East. Oklahoma City. A team that has more draft capital than I have brain cells. Still, by the way. Full great starting 5 and an awesome bench. Ready to roll.
Hey, and I hate to keep bringing it up, man, but the Blue Devils lost their starting 7-footer and their starting point guard. Still won the ACC tournament.
They beat a good Clemson team and a good Virginia team,
and they'll play on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. But here's the thing: the bench has proven itself the whole season. The whole entire season, the bench has proven itself, and you wait till tourney time not to play the bench. That don't even make sense, man. Don't make sense.
The administration is going to have to answer some questions. They're going to have to. I think they're going to have to look in the mirror like they did when the whole Bill Belichick thing went awry, and they're going to have to ask themselves some serious questions. Now, granted, it's a little different when it comes to Bill Belichick because that was his first year. This concludes Davis's 5th year.
Yes.
And 5th or 6th?
No, this is 5th.
Is it?
Yeah.
This concluded his 5th year.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, dude, I think this is so perfect because I saw him at the game. Steve Newmark. We're getting ready. He's getting ready to fully
they were in
over.
the tunnel. Yeah, they were in the he and Roberts and Bubba were in the tunnel when the team came off the court afterwards.
Well,
he's got him.
Yeah, Steve Newmark is getting ready to take over full time. I think right here in the next couple of months, maybe. If my timing is correct.
It's correct.
There's no better way to start it than with the coaching search.
Well, there's no better way to start it than back the Brinks truck up to somebody like a Tommy Lloyd. I mean,
and here's the thing.
Give me Tommy Lloyd. Back the Brinks truck up and give me Tommy Lloyd.
What is Newmark's background? NASCAR for centuries. Feels like he's centuries. He's there for a very long time.
Yeah,
but he understands marketing. He understands negotiation. He understands business. He understands contracts. He understands all this stuff, which is one of the reasons that they wanted him in the begin with. Hey, it's a new world. It's
that's a huge point. That's a huge point. And that's the reason when he was hired or when the decision was made and there were people that were like, he doesn't have the college background. And I said the exact same thing. That's what I pointed to. In this new world of NIL, he has the background. His background fits with that. I mean,
in the words of Dusty Rhodes, he has it. He has it, baby.
So but he's stepping into it. I do not envy that man because he is stepping into it.
I don't know, man.
Between this and football right now, the two main rev sports being in the shape they are, he's stepping into it. And
I'm excited to see.
I mean, he must think he can turn it because otherwise, he'd have freaking turn and run.
Yeah. Well, I think he's being a lifelong North Carolina guy. I think he probably thinks to himself like, "Crap, hey, I can do this." I mean, Roush was a pretty bit, up until the most recent years, but it was pretty daggum good race team there for a while. I used to be a big Carl Edwards fan.
Roush Fenway was Roush, and then Roush Fenway were they were really successful.
Yeah, and then they did this whole Keselowski deal, and that's just saddening. I don't even watch the sport anymore. That's just saddening. But sure enough, man, he is getting ready to have a chance to really make an impact. He's gonna become a legend or become, boy, that guy that just destroyed Carolina even further is there. And I think he's got the cojones to straight up be like, hey, Hugh, I appreciate you, brother, but it's time to go.
Well,
I hope so.
If Hubert loves if Hubert loves, and I have no doubt Hubert loves Carolina. I don't. No doubt.
100%. Yeah,
I believe it.
Do the right thing, Hubert.
Yeah,
I love Carolina.
You love the school,
but that don't mean I can coach the basketball team.
Well, David, my boy David, y'all know David. David famously says all the time related to when it relates to Coach Davis, and he has said this since Hubert was hired. In fact, Hubert's a nice guy. Yep, so's my dad. Wouldn't want him coaching Carolina.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's nail on the head. Did y'all see the post-game press conference stuff, comments?
I have not.
I haven't.
Okay, so
hold on. I'll get my Twitter machine out.
First question Hubert was asked in the post-game. Did he get the sense that the team got a little tired down the stretch? His answer, I did not.
No,
I didn't. Follow-up question. He was asked about the six-man rotation, why he elected to go to the six-man rotation in the second half, shortening what we had seen in the first. His answer, because that was my decision.
Literally the first post I see.
Yeah. Because that was
my heel, clueless.
That's what I'm reading the comments out of their article, by the way.
Okay, good. Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, we're personal.
Because that was my decision. Coach, generally, what did you think went wrong? His response, what do you mean? That's tone deaf as it gets. That is as tone deaf as it gets. It really is. You can't.
No, man.
It's insulting. It's insulting and it's embarrassing.
You got to explain that, brother. You have to.
It's insulting and it's embarrassing.
My thing is this, man. Seriously. You may love the university.
Yep.
100%. We I don't think a single person here in the North Carolina landscape and the community, I don't think a single person would dispute that. Definitely cares about the university. But let me ask you a question. When do you just become purely ran off of ego and pride? And that's what that answer says to me, is that his ego will not let him admit, hey, you know what? I really screwed up here. Yeah. And, us being in this space that we've been in for however long now, you get to be privy to being around some people that happen to know a thing or two about knowing a thing or two. And sure enough, a thing or two that you hear at times from people, not saying that they're in the buildings or not, but just saying well-known people, is that, hey, Hubert is a nice dude, but the guy can't take criticism and he can't take constructive criticism. And when he wants something done, he wants it his way. And that's just, you can like it, lump it, bump it, or jump it, but that's just what we're going to be doing. And quite frankly, that shows in some of these press conference answers, especially like one you just read. That is just another further sign to me. So eventually it's like, you know what, man, do I think, like Alan was saying, if you love the university, step away. He loves the university, but I don't think he would step away. Because he's saying, we could have been, we could have done this, that, and the other thing different. That I think that's something that Roy had. Clearly we see. I mean, North Carolina basketball was not very great under under Roy the last couple of seasons.
The last couple of seasons were not good. Yeah, I mean,
And he recognized that and said, you know what? Because he could have been on name alone, he could have more than likely been still the head basketball coach right now on name alone. Because he had a contract through what, 20, was it 26 or was it 28? Was it this year or was it 28? I can't remember exactly what the extension was back.
Yeah, Roy knew.
I think he got it.
Roy knew it was time to go.
But he understood. It's like, hey, it's my time. It is. And I'm going to transition to being the guy up in the stands that's excited to come to the games. And he did that seamlessly. And he did that with class, dignity, and honor. And he did it because, yes, he loved North Carolina, 100%. We know that. But also he understood, like, hey, I'm just not the guy fit for
He knew
this.
it was time. Yeah. The NIL and the transfer portal starting to come in. That was his thing. And and that the NIL and the transfer portal has run a lot of good coaches out, a lot of legends out of the game now.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
starting to run legends out of the game. So
yeah,
but it is what it is, and it's here. And we gotta figure it out. I mean,
right.
We gotta figure it out.
And here's the thing, like the recruiting, I do want to know. And I'm curious on this because obviously when it comes to the football side of things, we know that North Carolina on a historical scale, football wise, has had really good moments, but historically has not been great.
Right.
We understand that. So it's not like North Carolina can say when it comes to the football recruiting side of things and say, hey, come look at our brand. Look at what we've been. Look at what we've done. They can't say that, but Hubert Davis and North Carolina basketball can say that. So the guys that they have been able to recruit to North Carolina, has it been more of Hubert Davis going out to them and recruiting them and it being, you know what, I want to come to North Carolina. Yes, the brand is great, but I want to go to North Carolina because I believe in this head coach. Like you have to see more of on the football side of things, like when Mac Brown was here, like, hey, Mac, guess what? North Carolina historically hadn't been great. Hey, Bill Belichick, North Carolina historically hadn't been great. But you know what? I believe in you as a coach versus I want to come to North Carolina because the brand is great. I want to know what that is. If Hubert Davis was fired tonight, does Maximo show up in the fall or in the summertime, whatever the case?
I mean, it depends on. I mean, yeah. I mean, it depends on who.
I think it depends on the caliber of coach.
Yeah, it depends on the next guy. I mean,
yeah.
But
and let's not sit here and act like North Carolina is not going to draw names. Like there are big time coaches that will say adios.
It is
if North Carolina calls.
It is a coveted. It is one of the top jobs. Past the recent history performance on the court aside, it is still one of the top jobs in the country. I mean, it is, and you can't tell me otherwise. You can't tell me otherwise. It's still one of the top jobs in the country because it is, after all, at the end of the day, it is still North Carolina basketball. And yeah, and you can tell. I mean, again, and that's me fully knowing, you know, recent history is not in our favor on that, but it's still there. What do you? You get that smile every once in a while, Nathan.
Woo!
But the other thing is, this is a roster we spent $14 million on this year, right? Somewhere around $14 million. Is that the number? Is that the number? Yeah. Okay. We could talk about. We talked about it. We talked about money being stolen in football, this past year, and there's a little bit of that too this year. There's a little bit of that too in basketball that happened.
The Rams.
Kyan Evans stole a lot of money. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
But okay, hold on a second though. Hold on a second. Did he intentionally or
no? He did not intentionally.
Ultimately, he was
because he
round
did
peg or square peg in a round hole.
And it was we said the same thing with Gio. It's not no fault to Gio's. He just
if that brother goes to Wake Forest and balls out, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
You know that's going to happen just to spite us. By the way, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm calling it. It's gonna happen.
But they're gonna make him. They're gonna make him a set shooter.
Touchdowns.
No,
Yeah,
well, yeah. I mean,
if Cayenne is like, if he's utilized exactly how he was utilized at
Colorado State.
Colorado State, does his season look better? Actually, quick second right now. 2025-2026 stats for Cayenne Evans. He averaged 4.1 points per game off 1.2 rebounds, 2.6 assists, shooting a grand total of 32.8% from the field.
How many minutes a game did he play? Does it say that?
Average on the dot of 18 minutes a game.
Okay.
At Colorado State last season,
had a really good second
he
half.
Played, and Cayenne Evans started 17 games this year, played 32 games this year for North Carolina. Last year, Colorado State, he started all 36 games that Colorado State played last year, averaging 28.2 minutes per game, shooting. Where's my points? He was averaging 10.6 points per game last year on 3.1 assists, 2.9 rebounds, and shooting from the field collectively 47.1% from the field. That's collectively. He shot 30.5% from the three-point line this year and shot 44.6% from the three-point line last year. There's your difference.
People forget how to shoot when they go to Carolina.
It's the way he was used, man. It's
100%. It's 100% the way he's used. You're absolutely correct.
I knew it, man. I saw he's not comfortable trying to run an offense and handle the ball and attack the paint. He's not that guy, and I don't know why Davis didn't see that.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, things like that are the just assessing talent wrong. The misassessment of talent, or whatever you want to say, is just a little concerning. You know, we have a GM now. Where does Jim Tanner fit into this? I mean, what would, you know?
Yeah, that's the question.
One more time,
where does UNC go?
I just want to throw this out there because we didn't go through full stats earlier. But this year, during the season that Cade Tyson was here, he started 0 games, played in 31 games last year for North Carolina, averaging 7.9 minutes per game, shot 40.3% from the field, 29.2% from the three-point line, averaged 2.6 points a game on 0.1 assists, 1.1 rebounds, and shot from the free throw line, and we got to talk about free throws as well, 56.3%. Minnesota this year started and played all 31, averaged 50% from the field, 42.2% from the three-point line, and then averaged 19.6 points per game on 5.5 rebounds and 2.2 assists. By the way, Cade Tyson has played 4 seasons of college basketball. All 3 out of the 4, he has shot over 40% from the three-point line. The only year that he didn't was at North Carolina. He has also played 20-plus minutes per game at each of those years, the 2 Belmonts and the Minnesota this year, and he averaged 7.9. And actually, the one year that he averaged 29 minutes, or the year he was in the 20-minute mark, not the 30-minute mark, he averaged 29.1, so he was right at the 30-minute mark anyway. Just tossing that out there. The guy can play ball. All I'm saying.
Yeah,
of course.
And you hit on it. We had touched on this earlier. We were touching on this earlier, I think, before we even got on the air. And you hit it. You talk about free throw shooting.
Mm-hmm.
We shot 60% in that game. 68% for the year.
Terrible.
My guy Ray.
We talked about it. We talked about it. You're gonna, games like that, that's gonna set it all year long. That kind of stuff costs you in March, right?
Yeah. 100%.
Costs you in March. What
is it
what
about North Carolina as a free throw shooting team that has just went down the drain over the last couple of years?
It's been bad for a little while. Overall, more or less, it's been bad for a while, though. I mean, it might be a good year here or there, but I seem to always remember us just struggling. So
it's just wild, man. And
yeah.
Here we are in a situation that North Carolina athletics, thank the Lord that we have Carolina baseball.
Yep.
I mean, you say that, but North Carolina baseball is winning a national title.
Well, yeah, but
you know what?
And it's harder to do.
It's harder to do in baseball, but we at least have legit hopes when we go into that.
Yes, like we're not. It's not like we're daggum. Everybody's like, oh man, they're great, and then they just fall off. And they could do that at some point in time, yeah, of course, but like Carolina consistently has been really good in baseball.
Ray, we were saying earlier, Ray,
he better.
I hope yes. I hope absolutely yes, but ask me if I have faith in the administration to make the correct decision. I don't, unfortunately. So
and I think if Hubert Davis isn't fired, then the administration is setting a precedent that the standards for North Carolina basketball has been lowered from what it was with the previous coaches.
Yeah. I've already seen tonight. I've seen on social media tonight a few bigger Rams Club donors and season ticket holders and contributors overall say that they're completely done with basketball. They're not stepping back. They're not stepping back in there until something's done.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Fire Hubert Davis, build the new arena on UNC North, and just be done. I love Roy Williams. He is my basketball coach. The administration should not
have let him make that decision.
Base his thoughts and opinions on a coaching search. I'm sorry. Yeah. I love you, coach, but there's no way you can let the ex-head coach pick the next head coach, nor should he be allowed to have a propaganda campaign of why the Dean Smith Center should be refurbished versus building something new down the street.
Yeah, that whole campaign, and we've talked about. I've talked about this with somebody before. That whole campaign is a little problematic, as it is, because some of the people for the company that's driving that are, from what I've heard, like the head marketing person, I think, is actually a Duke grad, a Duke alum, from what I've heard. Well, I mean, Lee Roberts is a Duke grad. Our chancellor's a freaking Duke grad. I mean,
yeah. I just want to say something real quick, and it's on my mind. Because I'm thinking back, I'm kind of replaying all this stuff. My Hill brother senses are returning. I'm telling you, dude, it's wild. Like, so I'm thinking back to football season, and when with all the money that's now flooding into football, it's like, hey, it feels like when Bill comes in, that it's like the university is trying to finally really take football seriously. And I don't know about you guys, but and Jeff, you could probably talk about this even more considering you've been to games consistently there over a great number of years. But like it felt like the production and the gravitas behind it, they really tried to push that more this year than I've saw them push in a very, very long time. And it's been the most in my time there. That it really felt like they were trying to do something. Ultimately, it did not pan out on the field, but they really kept pushing this narrative of like, hey, like we're going all in. We're going to be a football team. We want to be there. They wanted to go make a hire that was wild and uncanny, and maybe it works out, and who knows, and all that good stuff. But they go all crazy like that, and it's like, hey, we're going all in on football because obviously it's a revenue driver. Mm-hmm. It's the revenue driver in the college landscape of sports. And basketball, even though our history has been that, it's not nearly as much. And you kind of have to, it's kind of like you have to pick between the two. And it's like, oh, football's a necessary evil after all that stuff that we've saw. Right. But I hate to say this. And people were like, oh, how can you be good in both and all this, that, and the other stuff? Let me tell you. Look 8 miles up the road. Now, I know Duke got very lucky with how some things happened and how they got into the ACC championship in football this year. I'm not naive to that. But they got in and they beat a team that was playoff bound.
Right.
Beat them to win the sucker.
Yeah.
Then they lose their guys. And they win the ACC title in men's and women's basketball. Wasn't that like the first team to do that?
The first team to do it in all, in all three. First team to do it in all three in the same year.
So you can't tell me that you can't be good or relevant enough.
Yep.
And everything. So and keeping an eye on their coaching searches, it kind of feels to me a little bit that when they had coaching searches, that they didn't let feelings get involved. They said, you know what? Let's just go find a coach that matches our style. Let's go find a guy that makes sense. He may be.
They don't have. They didn't ask the brotherhood.
Well, who knows? I mean, who knows? I mean, I feel like.
But they're willing to go out and go find somebody to get some stuff done.
Well,
and currently they're doing that.
Well, they did the same thing we did with basketball. It's just worked out better for them because Shire apparently is a good coach. I mean,
and Shire still had to interview for that job.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, Coach K may have said, hey, I kind of like this kid. Like, this kid's pretty good, but he still got an interview for that job. I'm telling you, I'm so tired of Carolina, especially the politics that sometimes we're able to talk about the stuff that we know here, and sometimes we can't talk about the stuff. I'm tired of those politics keep kind of popping up, and it feels like a lot of those politics are kind of screwing some stuff over. Get out your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Let the people that you've hired to do a job, let them do the job, and let what you hired them to do actually take precedent. And if they screw up, then it ultimately falls back on them, kind of like a job, how that works. Not because, maybe you have been coming to UNC for a while or putting in a whole bunch of money and all this time. Oh my gosh, maybe we should just let you make decisions because, hey, you're a super cool guy and you come to the nacho bar and hang out with me for a while and you spend a lot of money in Carolina. Go you, man. But your opinion matters more than the flipping guy that was hired to do the job. Chancellor?
Yeah, this whole Carolina family thing, man. You want to keep it in the Carolina family. But here, I'm gonna pose this question, and
here's the thing:
just shut up about this.
And that is, hey, and that's fine if there's somebody that's in the family that's worthy of it. But that ship has sailed, that well's run dry. And I'm sorry, now you can go.
Hold on a second. I want to read you an ESPN notification real quick, Alan, and then you go.
Okay.
UNC coach Hubert Davis gets blunt when asked why he used 6-man rotation down the stretch of crushing loss to VCU. Quote unquote, because that was my decision. Go ahead.
That's what I read. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I was reading from. Yeah.
Oh, is that it? Yeah, I just saw the notification come through, and I just made me want to drink some more Coke Zero. We've switched to cherry.
Nice. It's what that's
love you, Lamont.
That's worth reiterating though, because quite frankly, that just shows that. I mean, that's tone deaf, dude. That's so tone deaf.
Yeah.
The administration has to look at that press conference and be like, "Come on." Sorry. Now you can go. Sorry, I'll shut up.
Yeah.
Hubert Davis.
This whole Carolina family thing, it's just annoying. Like, we want to keep it inside the Carolina family. Well, go ask the fans how they feel about the Carolina family. Go ask the fans how they feel about, let's say, Brady Manick, for example. Go ask the fans how they feel about an Ingram, a Cormac Ryan. They didn't start at UNC.
Yeah.
They were only for UNC for a year and are beloved.
Hey, guess what? And that's my thing. That's my thing with the family, because D. Smith started the family really because but he didn't come from here. He actually came from Kansas, right? But he started the family. So it all went under him. So it starts somewhere. Bring the next coach in. He's family then at that point. And you
find Johnny Blowhard in the basement,
yeah.
And he wins a ACC championship or a national championship in the first 5 years, wins, goes 25-5, whatever the amount of games you can win. He wins 20 plus games every season and is in the top 10 of the AP poll every season because he can coach and he can recruit, because it's not hard to recruit to North Carolina. It
shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It should not be, right?
Man, I tell you one thing. I'm voting for Johnny Blowhard.
Somebody like that. Great. And guess what? The Carolina family, he just melds into it.
Gets grafted
not because
in.
He started in it.
Well, that's the thing, right? But yeah, every time you bring somebody in, these athletes, the players, when they come in, if you want to talk Carolina family, anytime whenever somebody new joins, they are now family. So again, if there was somebody that was on the coaching tree of Carolina or whatever that was worth it, that's fine, but it's not. And I've said it. I can't remember if I said this on air or if I said this when we were talking before, but for me personally, and there's some names out there, but for me personally, back the freaking Brinks truck up to Tommy Lloyd's door. I mean, that's who I want. That's my guy. That's my choice. Back it up to Tommy Lloyd's door. Make him say no.
Tommy Lloyd.
Make him say no.
Knocking on your door, baby.
Yeah, make him say no. And I mean, there's a couple others.
We have 60
still get Will Wade
5 years.
Shut.
Go get who?
Go get Kevin Keats. I hear he's a winner. I don't know.
Yeah.
I bet if North Carolina offered Nate Oates the job, he would leave Alabama.
I don't know.
There's
something about Oates, though. There's something about Oates.
I think he's at Alabama and talks the most crap about North Carolina when Alabama beats North Carolina. But I guarantee you, North Carolina offers that man the job. He'll put on a blue shirt in a heartbeat. He just looks like one of those I want to be Carolina guys. He looks like I want to be Carolina, but I can't beat Carolina, so I'm going to talk crap. But if you offer me the job, I'm coming 100%. I mean, you can just see him in one of those like tweed blazers that's kind of like Carolina blue plaid, like Roy used to wear.
Yep.
It's there.
All I know is
but
this,
he's not getting the job, so he's just got to be like, meh.
I say this much. the year 2026 for North Carolina is going to be very, like, the university is going to be very interesting.
Oh yeah,
because if all things fall the way I think they probably should fall, you're getting ready to have a coaching search for your basketball team, and then in a few number of months, you're going to have one for your football team to end the year. So all I'm saying is that Carolina.
I'm going to hold out hope on that one, but we'll get to that during football season. I'm going to hold out hope. I know. I've heard y'all. I know your point. I know your thoughts. I've heard both of you. I know. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Our schedule.
You know my thoughts?
They're having a losing. It's a losing season again.
These are my thoughts.
The schedule does not set up well. We talked about that before.
All thoughts are right there. Oh, you want a different one?
Yeah. There you go.
There we go. That one in too.
That was a
all thoughts.
Yeah,
oh, wait.
Oh,
that's what I was looking for. You beat me to it. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I had my
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one when we actually make a choice.
Oh man.
So yeah.
It's but bottom line is, it's definitely time. Something has to change. It's time for a change.
North Carolina can't get away from not doing anything. Either fire the entire bench. Like, this is what burns me up. That 5-second call was in front of North Carolina's bench.
Yeah.
None of the coaches thought about calling a timeout before the 5-second call. Like, holy cow. And then after the 5-second call is called, Marcus Page, daggum near, snaps the clipboard on his leg.
Yeah.
Just call a timeout.
Yeah.
I will say one thing. I think, honestly, when it comes to the coaching staff for North Carolina basketball, I think the only person, if the coach was going to bring any coaches back, I think the only one that I would like to see back would be Marcus
Page, 100%.
And that's it. And 100%. Sean May, I love him as a player, but as a coach, he's been terrible.
Yeah. I don't.
Our big men just don't develop.
Yeah.
No.
Marcus, Mark. I'm with you on the Marcus.
Yeah.
I think Marcus. See, here's the thing. I think Marcus probably has a good future, but I don't want to find out.
Keep it in the family.
It can't be. You can't. I like Marcus. I think Marcus actually, when it all is said and done, if Marcus wants to be a head coach, I think Marcus will actually have a good career. It just can't be here. Not right now. There's no way.
Yeah.
I said something.
Call me in 15 years, Marcus.
I said something the other day. Or whenever it was past week, when Wes Miller got let go. And I quote tweeted and said, Carolina, do not think about it. Don't you dare. And people are like, Huber's not going anywhere. And I was like, I didn't say he was going anywhere. I'm just saying, don't freaking call Wes if he does. The family has run its course. It has.
You're right. I love you, brother.
At this point, the family has its funeral. That's probably what I should have titled the show. Family.
Like I said, the next coach you bring in, guess what?
Carolina.
They then become family. It's. I've got people. I'm looking at my Twitter timeline.
All I'm saying is, you never
and I've
know
got
who
and I've got
Eric Spoelstra.
I've got people that know. I've got people that know me going, when Jeff says it's time to change, something's really going on. And see, so there you go.
Power positivity, bro.
Positive as I am, if I say So.
That's him, bro. Like, he's always the power of positivity.
Yeah.
Who knows? Marcus Page can end up being something pretty cool. You never know who the next Eric Spoelstra is going to end up being, but obviously
y'all start talking NBA and you lose me. But
well, Eric Spoelstra he was a video guy for the Miami Heat, and then ends up being the guy who coaches the Heatles to win the championship, and then has been like,
I knew he was their coach. I didn't realize that was his start.
Started out as the video guy, and all of a sudden they just liked him, and he ended up wowing people with his coaching or his knowledge of the game, and then ends up becoming the head daggum coach and coach LeBron and the Heatles around it. LeBron hated him. LeBron couldn't stand him, but yet he got the most out of the team. Pat Riley got behind him. Like, shoot, yeah, video guy to Hall of Fame level head coach, man. I mean, has even taken
that's priceless.
Back to the final since. So, but and even a guy like
UNC went up by 19. Carolina basketball put up a picture of Vasar and said up by 19 at the moment.
I saw that. Yeah. I saw that after the fact. I saw that after the game was over. I did not see that at the time.
Yeah.
Man. Stop that. That's like the announcer jinx, man. Come on.
And everybody in the comments and was like, and then what happened?
And then what happened?
That SpongeBob thing. A few moments later.
Yeah, you knew that was going to happen. Yeah, I mean, you knew people were going to jump on that. You just, social media people start, social media people a lot of times do a really good job, but they, that's a tough job because, you're going to get jumped on all the time. So,
yeah,
you're going to get jumped on all the time. But somebody just said Maximo. You said Maximo got hurt. What was his injury? Do you remember?
I can look it up. He was on crutches.
That's what he was saying. I didn't see.
Did he skin his knee?
No.
I didn't see. I did not see if he was or not.
UNC basketball Maximo has suffered what some describes as a catastrophic leg injury. It occurred in the first quarter of the state title game. Hubert Davis is aware and awaiting medical results. This would be very unfortunate for Adams and UNC if it indeed is serious.
What account is that? Is that a real account?
That one was Sports King and Proud. It said at Go Hills, Maximo Adams is injured out California Open Division Championship game. And it shows a picture of Maximo on crutches.
That's still okay. I haven't seen anything on that.
That's tough. If it actually is, like if homeboy is like legit hurt.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. Okay. Yeah. Somebody just commented that it was Maximo. Heard it wasn't as bad. He never left the gym and was celebrating afterwards. So yeah.
Yeah, they still won the game. So.
Yeah. Wait and see what it is. Man, I don't know.
I guess we'll see. But I don't know. Maybe it's worth losing Maximo. Take your lumps next year, and I don't know. Transfer portal opens soon. So you need to have your head coach decided by then. It's going to be an interesting week. Everybody will be on pins and needles every time the ESPN notification goes off now. Hey, somebody wants to know how they can message you, Nathan.
That's a fantastic question that I don't have the answer to. Just message the Hill Brothers. I still have all the deets.
Yeah.
Realistically, what's the percentage of Lamont? Boy Lamont, what's the likelihood of Hubert getting fired?
If you ask Josh Graham, it's 0.0.
I'm not asking Josh Graham anything. I'm not asking Josh Graham anything, but I saw that.
Can I just say something about Josh? I had the displeasure of sitting next to this man during the ACC kickoff for the football.
I think you told me that actually. I think you've told me.
And I'm a pretty jolly guy. I'm pretty all right feller. I like to have some fun and chit chat with random people and just shoot the breeze and cackle like fat kids in candy stores. I like to do that whole thing, right? Well, especially when you go to those events and all that kind of stuff. You meet people that you just typically don't meet. And so when Belichick was getting ready to come up, I was talking to Alan about, and I had a Clemson photographer sitting to my, I was on my left. This guy was on my right. Awesome guy. Awesome dude. Clemson photographer. Clemson went up before UNC that day. You know, they did the whole thing, and dude was packing up to leave, and Josh took his seat because homeboy was leaving. And me and him were having conversation. As a matter of fact, if you go watch the vlog from that, you can kind of hear the tail end of it. Well, Josh heard about this and obviously understood that me and Alan are first time there. And this dude, I'm telling you, man, did that guy ever play sports? Did the guy ever play any basketball or football in his life?
Probably not.
And wasn't Madden or 2K. And this is why I say this. It's because homeboy, and you know what? I typically, again, I don't like to go at people. I don't like to go at people because what's the point of it?
Do it. Go at him. He might be watching it.
Just like, first off, how he met us was he mistaken us because we were dressed so good, evidently.
We were dressed to the nines, baby. We look good.
That the daggum, what's the STI, whatever the freak it's called, for the football team, like he thought that we were working with.
Oh, the
SID, the SID. I'm throwing my microphone around. He thought we were with them, and he was trying to come up to us to get all buddy with us. And we didn't even work for the SID. We're just the Flippin' Hill Brothers. We're a bunch of bozos walking in here, and we're just crashing the place because that's just what we do. That's what we do, baby. And homeboy, he wanted to get all buddy with us. Oh yeah, I forgot SID's name. Nice dude. Justin. He ended up getting Justin. Yeah, ended up getting to meet that guy. Really cool dude, actually. He was over there trying to get all like, oh, you know, I heard it's gonna be a busy day. You know, of course it is. Shut up. You know, get off me. And
I gave you that idea.
Yeah. And then so I'm sitting there and homeboy overhears me talking like, dude, I got some questions I want to ask him. And he's like, well, what kind of questions do you want to ask? And I'm like trying to like bum off my questions. And I'm like, dude, go freaking suck an egg this big around, bro. Like, get off me. Like, I just can't.
What questions you got over there?
Yeah. And it's just like, man, like me and him, I try to have a conversation with him. Because, like, I mean, shoot, when you meet all those kinds of people, heck, Alan will tell you, I spent half the day running around talking to different people just because I was just meeting people, you know? And friggin' this dude talks so arrogantly to me like he was God. Like, man, get off me. Get off your high horse. Go freaking suck on salt water or something.
You said that was
Josh Graham.
You said that was Josh Graham? Okay.
Yeah, and he's trying to be like the new version of Skip Bayless, where he always has this like hot take. Like, shut up. Get tan.
I like it. Maybe I'll retitle this with like the new title of this instead of One and Done or Fire Hubert or whatever will be Josh Graham sucks.
He had the. I saw his flipping tweet, bro. And this dude comes on. And he's like, you know, brother. All things considered, Hubert Davis did a fantastic job with this team. Shut up, man. Just shut your mouth.
I mean, we had the
you
stretch
don't watch
where,
basketball, don't know a lick about basketball, don't even know what color the ball is. Like, stop it.
Hey, this is the first time UNC's ever lost 3 games in a row to end the season, by the way.
Well,
he did a great job.
We won. You know, it went better. It went better once Caleb went down than I thought it would. But that's not a reason. That doesn't mean he did a great job.
He was able to beat Clemson. He was able to beat a bad Pitt team. Congratulations, go you.
I mean, it went better. It went better than I thought it would then, but that still doesn't mean, you know. You still can't ignore the end result, you know, which honestly
the past 5 years.
Well, no, you're not. And we read the stat earlier, the 48-2 stat, and both of those 2 were under Hubert. And now this is 2 years straight first round losses because we won the win last year was the play-in game. We lost the first round last year. So that's 2 straight first round losses.
It still counts as an NCAA win.
but it's still not the first round. I
mean, yeah, I know. No, I know.
I mean, we still lost in the first round, so I mean, that's it can count as NCAA win all it wants to, but yeah. Anyway,
yeah. The only good wins that you like, I mean, even you had some wins, but like you barely beat Wake Forest. It took everything in your power to beat Wake Forest, a Wake Forest team that was in the NIT this year, if memory serves me correctly.
It's really weird.
We blew the big lead to Syracuse at home, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then, Nathan, your camera is froze.
Yeah.
Well, good.
That actually is kind of funny. That could be a new profile.
It is wild.
That's awesome. Now he's okay.
Oh well, on my screen it looks good. Everybody looks fantastic.
You're back now. I guess it took me saying something.
Oh, is it because when I do is it when I do this?
Yes, that is it. Yes, that is exactly right.
That's wild.
What do you? That is. Funny.
I just clicked over to ESPN
for
a second there. AJ is an awesome dude. 100% he is.
Yeah, AJ is an awesome guy.
Yep.
He's a real nice guy. Brother, you'll be all right. Man,
that was the Kevin. That was the 48-2. The 48-2 stat that I led to Carolina, and this is the stat that touches on both. It touches on both those. Carolina is 48-2 in NCAA tournament games, in which it is led.
Stop it.
In which it is led by at least 10 at half, 10 or more at half. Both those losses are on Hubert's watch. That championship game and tonight. So yeah, we're setting. I mean, we said it. We're setting.
Thank you, Ray. Just please stop. Just stop it.
We made a shirt for that. Did you see that?
Oh God!
Somebody made a shirt for that.
That's great. You're 18-0 at home, but at the end of the day, what did it get you? A first-round loss in the NCAA.
Exactly. Stop making shirts for things like that.
You didn't even win a game in the ACC tournament.
Yeah.
And this thing's been going on a long time, but me personally,
you're cutting into my bourbon drinking time. By the way,
I'm really aggravated at the fact that North Carolina cannot seem to either win the ACC tournament or act like they care about the NCAA about the ACC tournament.
Yeah. Well, we only act like we don't care about it because we don't win it. We haven't won it in a while. If we won it,
it's been 10 years.
If we won it, then people would be like, I don't think it's been quite 10 years yet. But yeah, it's been too long. We're going.
It was the 2016 or 2017 was the last time we won the ACC tournament.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying we're going on it. So, and that's going to break another streak, though. That'll wind up breaking a streak if we don't, because I think we had some streak going with.
I mean, it's really
10-year periods. So anyway, we're setting the wrong kind of records right now. It's not sustainable. It can't continue.
Hold on a second. I'm looking up ACC championships right now for UNC.
Thank you.
Looks
like
he's
frozen, so he looks.
I love it.
He's frozen, so he looks like he's listening intently.
Hang it in the Louvre, big dog. Hang it in the Louvre.
That would be a perfect profile picture for something.
2016.
Okay, so yes, I mean it's
10 years.
So,
happy 10 years, guys.
Yeah,
10-year anniversary.
Yeah,
we haven't won an ACC tournament in a decade.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're not.
No, that school 8 miles away is pretty successful. I mean, granted. Okay, this is the last question I'm gonna pose, and we're gonna shut this thing down. The rats are tired of powering my generator. Just say the Blue Devils do win the national championship. Does that influence North Carolina's coaching decision?
I don't think it should. I don't think it should. I really don't think it should.
We got to do. We need to do what we need. We need to do what we need to do. We need to do what we need to do. And what we need to do doesn't. We already know what we need to do. Whether they flame out or whether they win finally with the talent they have, that they seem. It doesn't matter to me, honestly. We have to do what we have to do. We have to take care of ourselves. It shouldn't influence us. It shouldn't matter. We should already be wanting to do that.
Yeah, I think North Carolina should, in all realms, right now should be. You know what? I'm about sick and tired of doing this crap every year. Everybody around us is doing all right. What are we doing? Like, we're a blue blood. What are you talking about? Like, we are University of North Carolina. Like, we need to get back to we can pound our chest and pomp and circumstance all you want to. Rome did the same thing when they were on their last legs. They were still falling.
Right, and that's another point. Like, I feel like North Carolina is on the precipice of being. Oh, there's like UCLA, for example. There you go. See, Kevin, we on the same set. We don't end up like Indiana or UCLA.
I said that earlier. I said Indiana. I referenced us ending up like we're in danger of being Indiana.
One of those teams that
Nebraska in football.
North Carolina used to be a top tier program, and now they're just one of those programs that are it's just another D1 school in basketball.
Yeah.
And
you got the name. Man. That's it.
North Carolina is teetering.
Hurts my heart.
And everybody's like, "Oh, North Carolina." And in the football realm, everybody's, "Oh, North Carolina's just a sleeping giant. You just got to wake them up." You're gonna have to prove that to me.
Yeah. Well, that's been said. Like, that's been said forever, and that's one of those things. It's people have been saying that forever, and I don't know.
Can somebody go smack the giant, wake the sucker up, by God? I mean, let's do it.
Much.
I mean, good Lord, dude.
Pretty much. Yep.
Because if the University of North Carolina is such this powerhouse that people seemingly talk about, and here's the thing, you hear that from people not even that are that people that aren't even associated with the university will say that. I think I've heard that statement made more from people that aren't associated with the university than are, which is shocking to me. So if there's such this, and there you go, there is another thing, Lamont. And honestly, I kind of we act like, hey, we're the University of North Carolina, we have this history, so here we go, and that's just an issue from the top down. And honestly, maybe some of that has to do with Carolina family, because you got to think about the people in the family that are running the show now. They have experienced success. They've been a part of what it was like creating this brand. And now that they're running the show, they still remember those times, which is great. We're supposed to remember those times. But you got to stay hungry. You got to stay after it. You got to stay gritty. You got to keep your edge. The second that you lose your edge, the second that a fighter starts coming into the ring and they start fighting me because I'm this guy. I've done this. I've won all these heavyweight championships and all this, that, and the good stuff.
Conor
McGregor, Ronda Rousey. I've done all this. I'm here. I'm there. I'm that person. The second they switch that mindset to their success versus, you know what? I got an opponent and I got to go beat him because I want to go win. I don't want to lose. The second that you lose that grit, you're toast. You're absolutely toast. That was one thing that honestly Floyd Mayweather has done that I have to say. He found ways to stay activated and found out ways to go win matches because that's what he wanted to go do. It's like, I'm going to go win. I've done all this before. Heck yeah. I've been the champ. I've done this undefeated. But I'm going to go get whoever my next victim is. They're going to be the next victim. They all coming to knock me down. I'm going to go get them. Like Goldberg back in the day. You're next. I love that dude.
Okay. Anything else, Jeff?
Man. Nah. Nah. I'm just tired of it. Got to change.
Nathan?
Please, sir, may I have some more?
I don't want any more.
I'm gonna go drink a glass of bourbon.
Drink.
I'm gonna go drink a glass of bourbon before I go to
flavor.
bed.
I need a new flavor of drink.
This is cherry. I told you I switched from regular to cherry.
I'm thinking, maybe we'll switch. Maybe North Carolina will switch to Pepsi products or something.
What? No. Well, then we know they're screwed.
I don't know.
Mm-mm-mm.
Anyway, if you ain't got nothing, I ain't got nothing. Jeff, he wants a liquid of the brown variety.
And we missed doing baseball this week. We missed doing the baseball podcast this week.
Yeah, sorry guys. This took place of the ended up taking place of the baseball thing.
Yeah.
They'll be in Charlotte this week. We're coming
back on that one.
Yeah, I'll be there. March 24th, right? I'll be there. Yeah, South Carolina.
Yeah. They are not good.
We'll see you later, Lamont.
Peace out, Lamont.
Later, y'all.
Oh, you heard the people, Nathan.
The boss. The
I
real
heard
boss.
The Ashley. That's what I heard.
You heard the Ashley.
the final boss.
She stayed up to midnight. You better get us out of here.
Final
and
boss.
In the stream too, because I'm not really sure how to do that. Do I have to click it twice or do I click it once? Anyway,
I think it's
do all that for me. Twice, so I can go ahead and click it now.
It's like twice with clicking the end recording, right?
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Yep.
You can click.
No,
it
it's twice.
then
Get us out of here, and I can finish it.
It's like,
I have to make almost a second. Let me go look for the things really fast. I have to remember how to find everything. There.
I have the end stream thing. If that's what you're worried about.
Oh wait, I think I found something.
Hot take.
Okay, there was that. I found that.
Look at you, hot take. Fire Hubert Davis.
Oh man, let me tell you. Okay, I gotta remember how to do this, dude. I have to think about this for a second.
I think a side note. I think his buyout's $5 million right now, but April 1st it goes down to 3.75.
So you're saying there's a chance?
So you're saying it's April 2nd? He's out of there.
April 1st.
or that's a perfect send off. Roy Williams went out on April 1st. Hubert Davis, you can go out on April 2nd.
Yeah, there you go.
Next guy's on the 3rd. Alrighty.
Anyway,
I have to really honestly remember this. This is wild. Okay, here we go. Let me clear my throat. I need my cough drops.
Had to practice.
Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you tuning into the Hill Brothers. Alan and Jeff, they are your Hill Brothers. I have been Nathan. I have been guest of honor for today, this evening. It's been a fun time. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for everything that you do here at the Hill Brothers. Appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't tuned in a while, make sure and tune back in, because what Jeff and Alan are doing, they're covering baseball. They're doing beautiful things, very beautiful things here on the Hill Brothers. And you got to make sure and tune in and
Olympic
enjoy
Spotlight.
the Tar Heel Olympic Spotlight. You got the baseballs. You've got all the hot takes that you can handle over here at the Hill Brothers. You just need to make sure and tune in, show up and show out, and scream real big with your capital letters and your exclamation points down there in the comments, because that's how we want you to communicate with us. We want you to scream at us. That's exactly what we want you to do. If you're not screaming, we're not hearing. So get the screaming down there. Even if it's just about how your peanut butter and jelly sandwich that you made wasn't so good because you had strawberry jelly instead of grape, like a real man. So you get in there and you have grape jelly on your peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And then if you're not going to do that, then you put that down there in the comments and you scream at us and tell us about your bad peanut butter and jelly sandwich and that you've made bad decisions as a man. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. And as always,
go Heels.
Go Heels.
Darling, won't you take me